Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. This is Nell and this video is the second part of the KineMaster tutorial, which is a super useful application. In the first part, we talked about how to create a new project, how to use a template in KineMaster. I've also explained what potentials this application has. I've also explained what potentials this application has and showed you some of the projects that had been edited using KineMaster. So if you haven't watched the previous section, you can click on the link above and watch it. Without further ado, let's begin. As I said in the previous video, to create a new project, we click on Create New. First, we need to select the aspect ratio. Imagine I want to edit a YouTube video, so I go for 16:9 and then click on Next. By the way, guys, I have explained every section of this window before. If you haven't seen my KineMaster tutorial part 1, you can go and watch it now. So, 16:9 and Next. Alright, this is just the beginning of our journey with KineMaster. Here we have our screen, timeline, and main editing tools. This is where you do most of your editing, and two bars on the left and right side, which we will go through them later. Now let me introduce the magic circle to you. Here, first, media. As it's obvious from the name, here you can choose any albums, videos, photos you want to edit. Next, click on the album. For example, let me see. I choose this one. See, we have it on our timeline. And this one. And let me pick a photo. This one. And then what you need to do is to just click on this check mark. Remember, you can use your fingers and scroll through the timeline. See, pinch out to see more of the timeline, or pinch in to zoom in and get closer. You can change the arrangements of your clips by selecting one, hold it, and drag it. See, or for example, let's put it here. At the moment, I'm doing this with the mouse to be able to show you how, but of course it is a lot easier to do this by your fingers. Okay, let me put it back. And now, here, when you tap one of the clips, the setting window opens for you. Let's scroll through them and see different parts. The first one is a trim or split. You can use this part to trim your clip, trim left, trim right, split in the middle, and the last one, split and insert freeze frame, which means at the same time it splits the video, takes a picture of the scene and adds it to the timeline. So I'm gonna do each one and show you how. Trim left, undo, again, trim right, C, or here we can split in the middle and do editing on them separately, this one and this one. Again, undo, and the last part which I told you. Okay, as you see, it takes a picture of it, the scene. Here we have the picture, and insert it in the timeline. Again, after the picture, we have the rest of the video. By the way, guys, if you make a mistake at any stage of editing, just click on the back button. And again, if you mistakenly hit the back button, you can click on the redo button. So, back button, redo button. Let me back. Again, let's go back to the setting window and explain the rest. Here we have mixer. By this part, you can easily change the volume of your clip, and by this slider, you can make it louder or lower. Again, undo. Also, you have the speed button, which means you can change the speed of your video. For example, make the speed double. You see, it's faster, it's twice faster than before. Undo button. Or you can make your video reverse. Do a pan or zoom. As you see here, we have two positions, start position and end position. And remember and pay attention, if you click on this equals button, it means that the frame you pick for the start point of the clip will be equal to the frame you choose for the end point. I will show it. See, the start position will be equal to the end position. But if you haven't clicked on this mark, the equals button, it means that the frame at the beginning point or at the start point will be different from the end position. For example, I will pick this frame for the start position and then click on this part and pick another frame. For example, this. Let me zoom out. It means that when you play the video, it starts from the start position and goes to the end position. You see, it is slowly zooming out and going to the second position. Next part is rotate and mirroring, which is so simple. You can mirror your clip like this or rotate it. And that's easy, so simple. You can also add filters to your clips. We have different filters here. Or adjust the colors, brightness, contrast. In the part below, we have some sound options like voice changer, where you can add some changes to the voice of people in your video. Here, like robot, trill, two-faced. Also, we have the part which is called reverb. Again, you can use this effect for the audio files in your clips. Next part, which I believe this is an important part, and it will definitely come handy in the future, is volume envelope. If you want to control the volume over the clip, you can use this section. See, by adding keyframes like this, you can change the volume over the clip at different points. These dots are called keyframes, and keyframes are points in time where changes are animated through the content. And here we are animating the audio levels. So let me put it this way. Let's add some keyframes. We have 3 red dots. I'm gonna add 2 more keyframes. One here and another one. As you see, we have 5 red dots, and these buttons below allow me to go back and go forward between them and change the volume. For example, I'm gonna put it on 200, the next one on 50, 50, yes, here is okay, and the next one on 0. Now let's play the video and see the volume changes over the clip. You see, it goes to 1200 and then goes to 0 and again moves back to 100. You just need to know you can add keyframes by this button, circle and a plus. And also you can move between the keyframes by these two buttons. Move forward, move back, or delete keyframes by the other one, a circle and a minus. See, I can go forward, delete it, again, delete, and here. Or for example, I want to add another keyframe here. And by taking this slider higher and lower, you can change the volume at each dot or at each keyframe. Next part is extract audio. This part helps you extract the audio from the clip. For example, you want to use the audio of this clip and extract it for another part of your clip or for another clip, so you can easily extract it. And then by selecting it and dragging it, you can change the position. Or maybe you want to trim one part, so easily you click on it, and as I told you before, go to the trim section and, for example, split here in the middle and delete this part. Or maybe you want to trim this part, so select it and trim left. See, in the middle we don't have any sound and it would be removed. Here we don't have any sound and again it is stopped.